Not in a terribly good mood today. Enemies of the Enlightenment. If we're going to try to understand what is happening now and contrast the response that the French are demonstrating towards their government in the face of oppressive legislation, in contrast to the response here in the United States and what is happening politically. And I've been talking about this with some people to sort of highlight the fact that the majority of the people that came to this country when it was originally colonized were not good people. As a matter of fact, what they were doing was essentially running away from the principles of the Enlightenment and sort of wanted to twist and contort them, which is something that apologists do all the time. In the face of opposition, they sort of adapt and then distort, sort of like, the pagan Easter holiday and how it is basically seized by Christians and somehow, made this whole cultural, hodgepodge with that. So really these people and the people that remain, so let's look at that. Let's look at those people, and then those people generationally, behaving in their environment and reinforcing certain types of behaviors with the years and as they go by, and earning some type of privilege. Of course, they were already entitled and privileged in the first place, and any attempts to go ahead and undermine that particular wealth or anything to that effect. You know, Basically, the anti-societal tendencies come out. We are social animals, and we need to behave with each other, and we're going to be assholes. Um, that's something we need to explore more. And the idea, again, that is so convenient to deflect to some kind of imaginary, subjective, anthropomorphic deity and say, oh, no, no, because of that. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I call bullshit. When we talk about religion, religion is very, 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 very complex because there's different levels and manifestations and sort of interconnected transactional relationships that exist on different planes when it comes to religious behavior. Uh, the one thing that's funny is, or not funny, or it's kind of sad, if Christians get very defensive about their position and they close themselves off, and they have to. They are a closed loop system. You can't, there's no discussing, because they believe in an absolute, and it is just beyond their mental integrity to accept the notion that there is no absolute truth or no absolute moral truth or any type of moral essence. And this is why deities, a superior being doesn't need adoration. It doesn't need worship. It doesn't need holidays. It doesn't need any special type of behavior or anything like that, because it doesn't have any human qualities. It doesn't have the any sort of attitude about anything. That shit is all made up. And it's all made up by people who want to basically control other people. to serve their own purposes. So really, the reason that I would suspect that um, the French are definitely more involved in this is because they are more enlightened. They have been able to generationally be in an environment, albeit, there's still capitalism and is present. There's still, different types of greed and everything like that, but there is the atheism. There's a larger presence in France, and atheism, on a whole, is a very liberating type of concept, simply because it's, what is a God? What is a God? What is the relationship that I'm supposed to have? Why should I be subservient to a God? Why should I pray to it? What is this nonsense, really? That's all. And to kiss up, to go and later be, what the fuck is that? Seriously, fucking check your head. Stop being so stupid. It just is. And we define these things. So we have to be accountable towards each other, not to some fucking imaginary bullshit, wherever the fuck it is. Because it's irrelevant. That it is or it isn't, it is irrelevant. Whatever it is irrelevant. The only thing that is relevant is now. That's it. Not what is intended to be, or what had been intended to be, or what felt better in the past, or anything like that. So yeah, generationally, the French have, the zeitgeist of the spirit of the French Revolution and the Enlightenment, that is still brewing there. It's everything's distorted and mutated because there are so many other elements to our lives, and sort of the needs, and power. It is just a convoluted mess, but we try to impose this order, so to help us feel a little bit better about this mess, and then the way we impose this order is just completely ignorant. So basically, most people are still appealing to the most feral uh, emotions that we have as organisms, and not being able to move beyond that is really sad, very, very sad. And just, it's just, when I go out there, people are hiding in their cars for the most part. They don't have a life out in the world, or if they do, it's a very bizarre life, where it's just sort of this this ravenous consumption, and so it's it's really fucking bizarre, but it's understandable because here there is more of an accepted slave mentality. It's like, oh yeah, people have one, two, three different jobs because they accept the conditions. They accept the conditions without questioning, and that is what Christianity wants you to do, is to obey the conditions, obey the authority, and not to question the authority at all. This is invisible, subjective authority. You do not commandments. That is just authoritarian in and of itself. It is all made up. And it doesn't want to let go, of course, because it already exists. There's livelihoods, there's money, there's all these things. That shit is very difficult to let go of. Even me, that I let go of it a long time ago, I still had a long time to fucking process that shit out. There's a lot of that's been pounded and reinforced, not just in the family unit or anything like that, but it's like, there's like all the extended family and the society and all the situations that we have to deal with here. You know, so this is a very, very oppressed society that is very meek and willing to accept. It's it is just sad beyond measure, of beyond words. I mean, what I'm witnessing here. No, no, I need to stop because it's just not it's not a good subject really, and that's what I'm trying to do is fucking wake some people up, you know? So anyway, just remember the past is an illusion and the present is confusion. It's, the future is your decision. Stay safe.